Hello, I have returned with some PowerWash Simulator in all of its ASMR-ish glory. I am not ASMR, but this game does kind of have that element to it. And I have the Lost City Palace to clean over here in the career path, which I got 47% done last time I streamed this game. How much further will I get? Who knows? We'll see. So, resume the job. I'm not going to read this text again. Loading the dirt. No, you don't have to do that. You don't. No. Alright then. Oh, and I'm outside. Darn it. Okay, well, I cleaned the interior of the first floor last stream. And it is my intention to clean the interior of the second floor. And I'm gonna start with this thing in the middle. Just because I want to. I'm already on the greatest extension. Okay. I'm not sure that doing this here is actually the right way. Like, wouldn't it be easier to do it from the side? I think it is easier to do it, like, from the side. That I missed this whole corner somehow. Oops, wrong one. I meant to hit R, not E. That's one. Spraying from afar just wasn't good enough for these things. Too many little details. So spray them much more powerfully from up close. And at least with this one, I don't have to ask how did the dirt get so thick on all this. This was at the bottom of the ocean for centuries, probably. reason why it is this filth encrusted. An understandable reason why it might be encrusted with filth. I am still not sure if this is actually the right thing to do, is to like power wash it. Precious information could be lost. Like like downstairs there were those murals that had been there for, you know, hundreds of years. What if I had accidentally, like, power washed off the murals? That old pig could have just entirely flaked off and been lost. Which, frankly, wouldn't have been a bad thing considering the subject matter, but they were definitely spying on me through some sort of time warp or portal or oracle or something. I don't think I like being spied on. I especially don't like being spied on through time. I am somehow missing entirely. How am I? That still has smuts on it despite my going over it already. And I just noticed. I need to adjust my window a little so that I can fully see my chat. There we go. I can see that again. I like how this temple is all very brightly colored, though. It's nice to uncover the bright colors. It also makes it easier to tell when I've missed dirt. gets those parapet things done. I can't tell if this roof is vaulted or just patterned. I can't tell if I'm actually getting it. This is my longest extension. Please work. Okay, we seem to have a gold line. Try and clean everything inside that gold line. I have a suspicion I'm going to have to change angles multiple times to really get this done. But they seem to be lights. And if I can get the lights uncovered, it will probably make it easier to clean the rest of the room, because I'll be able to see. Why is someone popping their alarm out there? Whatever this is on the ceiling, it is very, very sticky. I think that's everything inside that gold line taken care of, so... I mean, a factor on this is definitely how far away the roof is. I can't really get close to it though because, you know, cold in the floor. think I should have worked my way more gradually out to the center. Oh well. Okay, I am gonna change angles to over here. Ooh, haha, good thing, good thing, good thing. And that's as close to the edge as I trust myself. Look at that. Look at that dirt that was just hanging in there. And I'm going to have to gradually work my way around, obviously. Of all the times my antivirus. No, do not stand now. No, do not be. I have told you that when I am running programs, you're not supposed to do anything. Only when I'm idle. This is not idle. Screen, hello, welcome back to the screen. And yes, it calls itself a palace, but it looks more like a temple. And it's been at the bottom of the ocean for a few hundred years. Yeah, it's pretty bad in here. And for some reason, this dirt on the ceiling is really, really clean. One holding down the mouse button. Actually, I'm not holding down a mouse button. I'm moving my mouse pretty constantly, but I am not holding down the button. But moving my mouse should count as not being idle. The antivirus scan saying, hey, I'll do the scan for you earlier today when I wasn't even using my computer. I was sitting on the couch reading a book. Where was it then? Huh? Man, this dirt does not like to move. Saw some more schmutz there. Okay, I think that's what I can do from that angle, so let's move around. Oh, I can stand on these things and get closer? Alright then. Keep changing angles because each of these little colored sections is its own level, divot. I'm not sure actually how to refer to this. Ridge. They each have their own ridge. It's clean. Okay, that was probably the most difficult part of the roof. Ceiling. Is closer and less ornamented. We're not going to think about what my back is doing right now. We're not going to think about it. We are vigorously not thinking about it. This part, the dirt is just coming off so easily. Why was it so sticky on the centerpiece? Gotta place myself carefully so that I don't accidentally fall down the hole. I've obviously missed a spot. I'm just not entirely certain where. Perhaps if I just like start working my way around the upper edge of this. Just work my way whoop, around this edge. And maybe I'll spot it. Apparently, I never spotted it, but I found it anyway. Okay, I will stand here. This is counted as gallery sealed wall. It's all the yellow, isn't it? No, it's also the blue. Okay, great. kind of feel like if I set my antivirus to do not run unless I am idle, that if I am running a game program, even if I'm not clicking very often, it should be like, oh, that's a game, that's not idleness. Probably too much sophistication to ask of an antivirus program, huh? Okay. Think I'm gonna have to go to a slightly shorter extension. Gallery ceiling out. See, that's exactly what I didn't want to do. I did not want to fall down the hole. Alright. There is no sprint. There is no sprinting in PowerWash Simulator. Why would you need to run? Okay, where was I in a very literal sense? I think... I was... And even if I wasn't, I will come around to where I was eventually. I do appreciate the fact that this temple has some color going on. It could have been like all just white stone. That would have been... still impressive, but boring to watch. This one, I get to find out what color things are underneath all this dirt. Like, these walls appear to have some sort of glowing pattern on them, which I look forward to finding out what that is once I finish the ceiling. The filth. I missed something somewhere, game. I missed several things everywhere, apparently. I was so careful going around cleaning things. How could I have missed so much schmutz? There we go. Okay, let's clean the doorways next. Columns. Well, get this column. This weird little angle. Although it's not counted as a column, apparently, it's just wall. Slightly better than the one on the other side. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, cleaning plain white things is satisfying in that, you know, it's really clear when they're clean, but it's also a little dull because they're just white. Although, oh, they've got this weird little thing around the bottom. As well get all of it while I'm down here. But the weird little thing isn't just white, so... Man, I hope I'm not going to have to crouch around the entire room to get that done. Oh, wait, I shouldn't have turned that. It's also a little difficult to tell what sort of geometric shapes I'm working with under all this dirt. I wash and it's just like, oh, there's a corner there. That little ceiling bit's not clean. Also, yes, ding, hello. Whatever this column is. Palace Archways Court. Still don't think this is a palace. Doesn't look very much like a palace. I'm gonna back my butt up into this wall. And clean this bit of ceiling. Doubtful that I'm finishing this without cleaning like something on the outside, but I am only cleaning the interior for the moment, so I'm just going to ignore the rest for now. Okay, and then back my butt up into this wall. Okay. Interior. And oh, come on, give me my cursor back. There we go. Okay, that's much better. Okay. Just had to adjust something on my screen. No matter how thorough I am with this, I'm not getting it done without doing the outside. But I'm counting this as the interior, so... satisfying to get this dirt. There. That's that archway opening thing. So, on to the other side. I have strayed very far from having a straight line. I see schmutz there. Why is it not lifting? That line. Yes, I am completely following my own internal logic for how to clean this. I'm pretty sure that's the only way to play this game. They only care about completion, they don't actually care about how you get there. Sure I get this clean without stepping into the hole again. Okay, let's get right down here. Make sure this weird little divot is clean. Which it is not. Okay, that's the one on that side. Okay. Forgot where the line was on that. There's that gallery wall. Side. Like that. The ceiling here as I can get with my back against the wall. Quite a bit of it, really. You know what? I'm not going to think about it too hard. Not thinking about it. Vigorously not thinking about it. Especially not thinking about where my head and torso were. all gets the same treatment. Even though this archway will not be finished without doing the exterior, which I am doing it. There. Okay. Then the interior walls. Murals on these ones too. Great. I really prefer the beautiful glowing lights to the murals that prove that I've been spied on through time. Or prophesized, which would be even worse. This one is pretty obviously the playground, I think. Yep, that is definitely the playground. That's me washing the playground, all right. See, this is another reason why I'm fairly convinced that this is the last level. But never fear, Washing Wednesdays will continue on the second Wednesday of the month, even if I finish this temple tonight. Because I have a lot of DLC and the Muckington file expansions and all that to work my way through before this game can be called done. Never fear, Washing Wednesdays shall continue, probably for quite some time. Several cleaning jobs combined into a single mural. Yeah, that's the hand that I watched. And definitely the UFO, which don't want to talk about. I still don't like the way that they tricked me into watching the UFO. Although it's not really unidentified, is it? They're flying saucer. that was several jobs combined into a single mural. I'm not sure which would be worse, being spied upon or being prophesized. Being spied upon from the past, looking into the future, is pretty bad. But being prophesized and, you know, the prophecy all coming true, that might be worse. Because, you know, it's fairly benign of, you know, a person will show up and watch all the things. But I don't know, I just have several concerns. Either way, I'm leading to a foregone conclusion, and I don't really like that. Foregone conclusions might get me thrown into the volcano, is what I'm saying. I don't think there's enough power washing in the world that can turn off a volcano. Cal here. There's no chance of getting near the volcano's rim, but I've spotted something weird. Going far close to... Cal, no, don't. Cal, don't you dare die. It's an abandoned mobile mining drill, and it's broken into the magma chamber itself. Oh. That is not what I cleaned that drill for. The operation likely to destabilize the whole place. What has the mayor done? That wasn't the mayor. It was one of his friends, but that wasn't the mayor. We can all be fairly glad that that wasn't the mayor. I would like to know what the mayor was diverting all the water for, but... What was the mayor diverting all the water for? Hopefully not for my cleaning operations. Thankfully, there does not appear to be a mural on this wall. Does make it a very plain wall, mostly white though. Couldn't we have gotten some of the glowing patterns on here? I've gotten 60% of the pyramid done just with doing most of the interior. The exterior looks so encrusted. I would have expected it to count for a larger percent, you know? Admittedly, it is very flat. Which should hopefully make it, you know, slow but doable. But all those barnacles, you would think that would count for more. At least one of the cars that I cleaned, a representation of me. I think this might be... See, this is difficult because I'm seeing the front of the house, but I'm also seeing, like, the backyard grill. I think that might be like the front. I don't know if that's representing the backyard and the whole house and the backyard. But the backyard was to a completely different house, so I'm more confused than the mural maker, I think. What is this? Okay, I am pretty sure that's the mayor's house. Boat that I cleaned in front of the mayor's house. Alright, cleaned that bit already. Fire truck, fire helicopter, fire station, I'm fairly sure. They all seem to be jobs that I did. I should recognize them all, right? Oh yeah, that's the illegal plane. Probable that the illegal drill is also on here. Oh, right. I don't remember seeing a one. Definitely a mural on this wall. You know, this might be a parade of all the vehicles I bought. Because I'm pretty sure that's my own power washing van right there. That's my own van, with apparently me standing on it. The golf cart. I find it hilarious there's two horses pulling the golf cart. The drill. Oh, I see. The golf cart, the horses are also pulling that one car. There we go. I was trying to figure out what I'd missed on that wall, but... Okay. Thing that should have been labeled as a column. Motorcycle. Oh, right. There was one with a sidecar. Okay. Pretty sure that's the penny farthing, because what else could have a wheel like that? Nice. Progress ensues. That thing that should have been labeled as a column but was not. Okay. I believe this is the last wall, and then I turn my attention to the door. That's another house I watched. Yep. Oh, and the old-fashioned car and the motorhome too. Okay, that's everything but the floor. of this. Then turn around. I do so prefer working away from me rather than towards me. The whole floor rather than cleaning the central portion and then the outside portion, or the other way around. Although it looks like the central portion is going to need some special TLC, but I will come back around and do that. I should go back to the longest extension for this. Would it be better? To be honest, I'm not sure what the best way to do this for is, so I'm just gonna struggle onward. different angle. I don't care that this says palace pyramid wall. It's floored. It's definitely floored. Anyway. There, because the angle that I'm going to be doing next is not going to be very conducive to that. Interesting angles. Nice to see the bar on the gallery floor going down, even though I'm going about this in a very inefficient manner. Almost see the end in sight. Now I just have to figure out what I've missed. Stuff in corners, apparently. up in corners and around edges. The part I said I'd come back to. Apparently I cleaned too fast and I left a lot of just little specks. Oh, a lot of those specks, especially like right along this edge. Okay, progress. Oh, filth. I'm not sure what's holding back the central floor, but... Okay, that's that floor. Now just gotta... Ooh. Oh, yeah. Aha! Alright. That is the interior of the pyramid. Okay, let's head up. I'm not gonna try and wash the entire exterior, but hello? Am I not allowed to? Oh wait, I am allowed to go higher. Whatever this thing is. That I need to clean on top of that pedestal. I bet this whole thing is the pedestal. Whoa. Ah! Oh, hi. I am pretty sure that this is the highest that I can be. Beep, beep, beep. You know, I'm not so sure I should clean this part. I think maybe I should clean the doorways. I would... Excuse me? Hello? What am I standing on? What was I standing on to get that... to get as high as I was? Lord only knows. How am I supposed to get into that little... Hello, I don't like that. Just because I can see it doesn't mean I can clean it. Darn it. Angles. Excuse me? So logic says that if I get the same angle, hello? Game? Oh no, I don't like this at all. You know what? I'm gonna do the door. I'm gonna make that thing future Foxwine's problem. Because even though there's only a third of this washing job done, or less to do, I have a feeling that it's going to take me a long time, especially that top bit. I will leave the fancy doors for future Foxwine as well. It's so happy! It's a happy dragon thing! Look at it smile! Admittedly, this one is not on the side with the volcano on it, so it's probably much happier, yes. Whoops. It saddens me that I'm probably going to have to get the scaffolding to actually do this, because I just can't get the angle. I'll do as much as I can without the scaffolding. Oh! I did get the angle. Okay. Mind that. Gonna need the scaffolding. There's just too much detail on there. But once again, try and get as much as I can without the scaffolding, because I find the scaffolding to be really awkward. And also on the wrong side of the building. Which means I basically clean as much of this as I can, then go around and do the same thing with the other side, then do the scaffolding on the other side, and then do the scaffolding on this side. generally have awkward completion for quite some time. But these upper doorways are a lot less ornate than the lower ones. Case in point. Yeah, that's about as much as I can get without being able to face dead on to it. Ah! Okay, so same thing on the other side. Next month, we'll get the lower doors, we'll get the walls of the pyramid, we'll get that pediment thing. Probably not in that order. Yes, I know I'm doing this at weird angles, but it seems to be working so far. That's pretty much the roof thing. This is also a pretty happy looking dragon thing. Once again, it's not looking directly at the mountain, even though I am. So, you know, not having to look at the mountain would certainly make me happy. And yes, I know I'm repeating myself from the other side, but, you know, looking at the mountain while I said that really made, okay, what did I miss? I don't know what I missed. was rather further down the wall than I intended. Should I just use the longest one? The stuff doesn't seem to be moving. That's what the scaffolding is for, right? Can I move it any closer? Ooh, I can. Up to... next floor up, I think. Yeah, that's the angle. From here. Are you kidding me? Well, all right then. Me, scaffolding, we're going places. Rotate. This is going to take a while because of my mouse wheel problems. Once again, not the fault of the game. Absolutely not the fault of the game. This is because my mouse wheel is doing weird things. I'm hung up on the... There we go, okay. I don't understand how all that filth disappears so easily. I'm not complaining per se, but I am weirded out. Okay, so I think that's where I'm going to call it for now. And next month, on the first Wednesday of the month, we shall return to this lovely temple, where we will clean this absolutely filthy front door. And excuse me, sir. So nice to be in the clean. And the equally as filthy back door. And then head back up to the top and just start working my way down. get this pyramidion cleaned. Did I at least get the little divots? Oh, I did. Oh, thank goodness. So at least I did, you know, something. There's a part of me that kind of wants to clean just enough to get to 69% and then stop dead there, so that when I come back it can be on 69%. Oh, I did miss a bit. I just can't seem to get at it. I can't get the angle on the sucker. Sigh. Watch this thing reward me by bumping me to like 70% instead of stopping on 69 like I wanted to. I don't want to be down the pyramid. I want to be up here for the moment. No, I want to stand on that thing. Give me that percentage that I want. You know I want it. I said I wanted it several times. You have to have heard me. Come on, give me that real nice number. stayed at 68 for so long. I didn't want to be down here. Nope, nope, nope. Better. I cleaned the whole pedestal and it's still at 68. What's going on? Okay, I cleaned the Pyramidion. It's still at 68. What? Why? Does it not want to give me the nice number? Whoop! There it is! There it is! Haha! Okay, so I don't gotta climb, I don't gotta do the jumping around foolish thing up here anymore. Booyah. Okay, so as previously stated, when I return to this real nice number of completion, it's going to be the big doors, and then I'm going to start at the top of the pyramid and work my way down. It looks like the pyramid is striped, so what I'm probably going to do is just work my way around in the stripes to avoid having to like work my way completely down a single wall. I'm gonna need you for the door, so I wonder if when I save, you will be at the door for me. Because there's a large part of this that I'll be able to do from standing on the ground or standing on the pyramid, but I suspect that the wiggly little scroll work inside is going to take a more direct approach. But yeah, I got a real nice number. The entire interior is clean, so clean. And the exterior, well, I got the two side doors, and I got the very tippy top, which is pretty darn good. So yeah, this is good progress. This is excellent progress. And this is where I'm going to call it a night, although, let's see. Nope, that's the messages. I know it's... Ah, here we are. There's the menu. That's not the right menu. There it is. I save in the middle of a level so rarely, I don't remember where the heck it is. Okay, so I have saved the progress. I love seeing all of this clean, 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 clean as the very top of the list. That makes me happy. Very happy. But yes, the rest of the pyramid is for future Foxwine, who will take care of the other 31%. She'll have a great time doing the outside of the pyramid. Yes, yes indeed. But you know, if you just can't get enough of the power washing, even though it only happens once a month, good news, I have that archived on my YouTube channel so that you can watch me work my way through the career mode here and complain about the stickiness of rust. Rust is my greatest enemy in this game, quite honestly. So hopefully Hopefully there will be no rust anywhere on this pyramid, because that would make me very, very happy. I did see some barnacles, but I'm not sure that I hate barnacles as much as I hate rust. But we'll see. So you'll find out why I hate rust and all those things if you check out the PowerWash Simulator playlist on my channel. Or, you know, you could watch any of the hundreds more hours of stuff. And I will be back streaming live tomorrow night, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I will be playing Risk of Rain 2 for Try Not to Die Thursday. Will I actually complete a run on Thursday in Risk of Rain? I've never completed a run. I have played a little bit since last stream. Last Thursday was the very first time I had ever played the game. I feel like I did fairly well, but I still didn't manage to complete any runs. I've played 2 or 3 times again after that, in between streams, but I still haven't completed a run. So that is the main goal, is to complete a run and to unlock characters and all of that glorious stuff. And, you know, enjoy the amazing soundtrack. Then I will be back again on Sunday night, starting at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. I will be playing Baldur's Gate 3, where the longest day in Baldur's Gate, literally in Baldur's Gate, continues, as I try to do so many things before I rest, because there's so many things that have to be done before I rest. Hopefully that'll go well for all of us. I want to believe. I really want to believe. We shall see. We'll all see. Then on Monday night, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, I will be playing Timberborn for Management Monday. It has been some time since the last time I played Timberborn, and a lot of things have changed in the game since then. A lot of new systems have been added that I have not fooled around with, so I'm going to be relearning the game as I go, and I don't know yet whether or not I'm going to be turning on the bad water thing. It does add another layer of difficulty, and I think I might want to figure out the new machines and stuff before I deal with that, but there's also benefits to it, so it's just I'm still thinking about it. We'll see. So I will be starting a brand new beaver colony in Timberborn on Monday, and we'll see what happens with that and whether or not I starve them to death within the first 15 minutes of the stream. Knock on wood. I hope to not starve them. And then there was an ad break at one of the worst possible times. That's the way it goes. Well, I'm just going to keep talking and hope that not too much information is lost. On next Wednesday night, starting at approximately 7:15 or so, I will be playing either Among Us or Scribble It or 100% Orange Juice with my friends, depending on how many people show up. Among Us is the game that we play when we have the largest number of people, which is 6 players or more. 100% Orange Juice is the game that we play when we have the smallest number of players, because it is 4 players or less. And if we happen to have 5 players show up, well, that's when we play Scribble It, which is a Pictionary game where one person draws and everyone else tries desperately to remember how to spell what they think that person is drawing. Then around 10:15 or 10:20 or so, when my friends abandon me because apparently you have to sleep at night in order to be awake for work in the morning, or so I've heard, well, that's when I'm going to be switching over to my solo Valheim server, weather permitting, because if it's too hot, I can't Valheim. But assuming that the weather remains a reasonable temperature, I will be going to the plains on Valheim and continuing to attempt to gather all the resources there. How much? What? Everything. Everything. And find a good place to build a farm, because I really need a farm out in the plains so that I can grow the grains that only grow on the plains. So that is the plan. Can I get it all done in one stream? Probably not, but I'm going to try. So that is the upcoming schedule for my week. All of the games that I'm going to be playing and everything that I plan to do in those games, as much as I can plan for anything. And there's not a lot of planning that I can do for this, but you know, whether or not I have a plan, whether or not I follow the plan, which I did not tonight, in PowerWash Simulator at least, I made the plan and then I was like, oh no, I want the 69%. But you know, whether or not I follow the plan, whether or not I make a plan, I still have a lot of fun. And I've had so much fun tonight. and I hope that all of you have had at least as much fun as I have, and I hope that you all have a great night. Good night!